Yo, YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, MFFLs, podcast listeners all over the globe, and to our Slovenian brothers and sisters out there, we'd like to welcome y'all to a brand spanking new episode where we talk Slovenia, aka we talk Mavs. Where we talk Mavs from a fan's perspective. Listen, man, it is a guy. They got the crisp Slovenian Luka Dončić jersey. It is your boy Real. And joining me is the man. I don't know why he just keeps copying me, but he just keeps copying me. And it's my boy King. What up, man?
Not much, bro. I was a little upset. I know we talking Slovenia, but I was a little upset. We tried to beat Houston for you guys, and Mr. Reliable Felix Batista gave him a grand slam in the ninth. But yeah, we'll take care of him for y'all. Yeah,
I told you, bro.
Oh, we gave Valdez 6 though, and you know he's Cy Young.
Yeah, it's all good though. We ain't lost a game since the trade deadline. It's all good. But yeah, man, listen, guys, we got a great one for y'all today. We definitely gonna be talking Luka Dončić and the Slovenia team and a little bit of Mavs with a special guest, a guy who a lot of you guys already know about. He is a returning guest for us. We definitely gotta welcome this guy, man. Let's give him a hand clap. We got Greg's Court in the building with us today, man. What's good with you, Greg?
Oh. Hi guys.
What's up, man?
Really appreciate to be on your show again. I really do feel a love. I can see your jerseys. I have my own here, so I really do appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
Oh man, you know how we do it, man. We had to show you some love today, man. I feel like it's been a while. I know our schedules have been lined up, you know, for you to be on sooner, but we definitely appreciate you hopping on now.
Sure.
Man, what better person to have on, man, than Greg than to talk about the Slovenia men's national team, led by one Luka Dončić. I know it's not his middle name, but we're gonna go with it. But you listen, man, we're gonna talk to you about him, man. Of course, they played 3 games here so far. The friendlies, it's not quite the FIBAs yet. It's just a friendly games going on right now. They played 3 of them already. A lot to take away from them. Because we definitely got questions because we don't know all because we don't, you know, you're there, so you have a little bit more knowledge than we do. Let me just start off with this, man. Well, there's a question I thought about today. I want to ask you, but I'm gonna ask you a little bit further down the line about the roster. Like, what are you seeing from Luka this year for Slovenia that's different than he has been before?
Yeah, like all the media talk was about the Luka being on the right basketball shape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is. He actually is. He looks fitter, he looks slimmer, and he is even faster. So Luka is fine. We are not worrying about Luka at all. We actually think that he might be in one of the best shapes that he ever been as far as we are talking about the Slovenia national team. We have some other issues with the roster here in Slovenia because some of the main stars here are not in the right. They are in the shape, but they are not in their prime basketball shape right now. But anyway, Luka is fine. Luka is still hitting those step back threes, and he's finding people tremendously. I mean, some of the passes are just ridiculous. The only thing that is staying there that we don't like that much is his defense or lack of energy on the defensive end. But as you said before, these are only friendly games. We are not in a big worries about Luka at all. So we have from him right now what we expected to have, and it's probably going to be even better when the FIBA World Cup will start.
What you got, King?
I mean, I can basically piggyback off of that. I had a question earlier that I posted on Twitter, Greg. I'll ask you as well. Do you feel like Luka is playing? Maybe it is because of what you said. The guys aren't at the right condition and all. But do you feel like he's playing a little bit too much Luka Dončić basketball?
Actually, this is a great question. I can definitely see some similarities in the game that he is playing overseas. But that's the way Luka played always. When he came to the NBA, he was at the first he wasn't feeling like the main star, but when the season went off. I mean, after a half of a year and his rookie year, he was basically the main star. After that, he wanted the ball. He plays with the ball in his hands so much that some of here in Slovenia says he's playing by himself. But if we take a little bit back, he has every game he has like 13, 14 assists. The last game he had 14 assists. So he's definitely playing by himself. It may looks like, but anyway, the problem is that here in Slovenia and also from you guys with Dallas, we are always looking for other parts of the team that will contribute more. But also, the way Luka is playing, he is so dominant that is always hard to find that unique piece to play along with him. It's different. So we are always looking for how to manage to play alongside with Luka to connect the right pieces. This is always hard, but this is the coaching staff job, and I'm not sure how it's going to work here in Slovenia, but I do know that sometimes in the Mavs future it will.
I mean, I guess what you're saying that it kind of goes to the question I had for you, because I think me and King talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just said, with Luka being so heavily dependent on with the team, it's like it's Luka, and then like, he's literally carrying the country pretty much. Like, I know in the NBA, if you need help, you just go trade for a guy or whatever, right? What can y'all do in Slovenia to help bolster the team to help Luka to try to win a goal for the country? Because like do y'all have a guy coming up, or like what's going on? I know a lot of y'all key guys are getting older. Contract just got hurt. So like who do y'all have coming up next? I'm not saying he's gonna be Luka, but just somebody that can be at least Goran Dragic level player. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's that guy that can come up, or do y'all have a guy coming up through the ranks that's gonna help the team in the future?
Another great question. Well, actually, here in Slovenia, we are known for doing great job with our youngster. A couple of our youth national teams are really great at our European championships. Actually, we have a couple of guys that they won't. I don't think that they will have a successful career as Goran Dragic had or is having, but. After a couple of years, this could be a group of guys that would be very good, at least at European Championship or not even in the World Championship. Actually, Jan Vide is 18 or not. Yeah, he is 18 right now, and he is going to UCLA. I don't know if you know that. So that is going to be his first year in UCLA. We have a couple more players, actually. Urban Klaužar is also 19 years old. He is playing professional in Spain right now. Before, he was with Real Madrid, also like Luka, also like Jan Vide. We have a lot of players, and it's a big loss for now, as you mentioned, this injury from Vlatko Čančar. He was our second star, reigning NBA champions. And even before that, we lost our captain, Edo Muric. Mm-hmm. This was actually the very last game of the regular season here in Slovenia. And he torn his ACL just like Vlatko. So these are like two guys from starting five. Jesus. We also have a problem in the center position because we have to neutralize the guy. So Jordan Morgan and Mike Tobey are both American players that can play. Just only one guy can play for our national team. So this is the big deficit in our position because we Slovenians, we're small people, we don't grow high. And this is
I was wondering about that guy, man, because like he does look like he's about the same size as Luka playing the five. I'm like, that's a glaring hole. But like you said, I guess y'all don't really have a guy like that big that's over there to kind of fill that position.
Yeah, and Luka is playing. He knows how to play with a center position. The pick and roll, the pick and pop. He knows how to use the guy. And when Luka has somebody like Jordan Morgan or Mike Tobey side with him, we don't have a problem with that. But when the guy has to go to the substitution or something like that, problem starts.
So I guess to go back to Luka, do you feel like I guess his condition is awesome right now, but the other things you spoke on, the defense, not running back on defense, the I guess I know his free throws have been pretty bad, things like that. How are you guys feeling about that? About seeing that? Is that, I guess, getting to a point now where you guys are seeing it and wanting more from Luka? Or is it just okay, we don't have that much, so we understand right now? Or how do you guys really feel about that?
Well, I was just thinking about that the other day, and Luka has so good offensive game. He's got so much credit on the offense that he can maybe lay down in the defense. It's not that good from the fans' view, and I'm pretty sure it's not that good from the coaching staff also. But anyway, it's all about the mind thing. It's all about the mindset. If Luka will choose to play the defense, I'm sure he will. And the time will come from the World Cup. I'm pretty sure that Luka will be a great defensive thing in Slovenia. About the free throws, man, we were at the game, and he hit it like first 5 free throws in a row. And we were like, man, he has the concentration. He really did something about that. Next 6 free throws missed. Come on, man. What the hell is going on?
Sound familiar.
Yeah, and also, we were just thinking he has the good run, 5 free throws in a row, and then he starts yelling to the referees, just same as in Dallas. But he's so competitive. He's so competitive, he cannot stop himself. He probably talk about it with a group of guys on the coaching staff. I'm pretty sure about it. But that's Luka. That's who he is. And as I was mentioning, he hits 5 of them, and then 1 off, 2nd off, and he's getting nervous. And that's just something he will have to do in the future, but I don't see the progress here. Right now, I don't see it. That's it.
Do you think it's an issue of not? I want to make sure I say this the right way. Not leadership on Luka's level, as far as him not being a leader, but just having the right leaders around him. Like maybe the Jalen Brunson thing was a big leadership thing before. Like some players, Goran Dragic before was the leader in front of Luka Dončić. Like. Luka is a guy, I said on Twitter, he isn't really it doesn't feel like he's a table setter right now. Like he isn't the guy that tells the guys, hey, galvanize these guys. It's going to be okay. Just ride my back. Make sure you do what's right, and we're going to be okay. It's kind of like when, like today, what was it? What's his name? Oh, is it Pletovic? I want to say his name correct. What was the guard's name, Greg?
Prepelic.
Yes. When he came in the game and went on a run for you guys, it felt like once he came into the game, Luka went into a different level as far as his play. So do you feel like right now, like maybe Luka, it's the same thing LeBron James had to go through as well in the NBA, as far as becoming Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, all the great ones had to do it as far as developing that leadership or finding their own type of way to lead the troops. Do you feel like right now, because Luka is being forced to do so much, that maybe there's not enough leadership around him at this point, and that maybe he needs? That's why we're happy for like a Kyrie Irving. We're happy for like guys like a Grant Williams to come over and take that load in Dallas. Like maybe he's missing that over there in Slovenia right now, where he needs that right now until he figure out the right way to lead. Maybe his way or his, I don't know, just whatever way he decides to lead. Maybe he's missing a leader right now.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna give you a two-way answer. The first, as you said, he has to figure it out. He didn't yet, probably not. He's like 24 years old, 25. I know anymore. He's so young, and the time for this will come for him. I'm sure about it, but it's not yet. As you mentioned, Prepelic, he's a very vocal player, and he's like. I don't know, he is 7 years older than him, I think. Okay. Anyway, As you mentioned, Goran Dragic, also he was so much older than him, wiser.
Mm-hmm.
After going to NBA, I don't think Luka had the right coach for him. The coach that will time to time yell to him, "That's not right. You're not doing that great. You have to step down." Because in the Real Madrid, there was a coach named Pablo Lasso. He was very strong-handed.
Mm-hmm.
And when Luka did something wrong, he told him, "That's not good. That's not okay." He even said, "Here's your spot now on the bench.
Yes.
Take a moment. Think about it."
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not seeing Luka from Luka from coaching staff to Luka previous 5 years. And I think that's the problem. There is no father figure for him.
Yeah.
But as the time will go on, Luka will be wiser, be older. I think he will think differently. Probably this time is going to happen, like you mentioned, with the Kobe, with the Michael, that real team leaders that also time of the time will shout to their team players. But I don't know. Right now, it's not there yet. We will see what will happen in the World Cup.
I agree. I believe it'll come. And he's young. It's the catch-22.
That's the case.
It's like, he'll get it, but it's like you got to have the right leaders around him. I agree with that. Great.
Greg, let me ask you a question. We talked about this before the friendly started. I know a lot of the Mav fans were expecting Luka to step out of here with a medal of any kind. I was kind of one of those people. I saw the talent that is going up against this team this year. Like, I think the team's a whole lot more deeper. I know one of the favorites right now is Canada. They're full of NBA players on that team, like the whole entire roster. Like, what is your expectation for this team going into FIBA this year? Like, are you expecting them to medal, or are you just expecting them just to be competitive? Like, what's your expectation?
Yeah, Luka had the same question in the first news conference here, and he always said that he's going for the medal. Actually, he's going for the gold medal. But this is not the real case here. Actually, as far as I can see, our national team playing right now, we would be lucky to have the quarterfinals or something like that. This is the real honest question here. And now we even lost Vlatko Čančar. So this was the big disappointment. But you never know, when you have the Luka Dončić on your team, you can do so much things. You cannot expect the things that Luka can bring, because he's so dominant. But first, for me personally, it starts with the defense. Right now, we are gaining like hundreds of points on the defensive end. This is way too much for the FIBA basketball. I know you guys, all know it, that the FIBA basketball is way different than the NBA. It's not that quicker. There's more tactics involved. And when you're having on the defensive event 100 or more points, man, you will not win all that games, especially with the better teams, last game it was against Montenegro, which has some great senders, Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah, Vucevic, yeah.
Dino Radončić, I don't know if you know about him. He was actually the fellow friend in Real Madrid with Luka, and I don't know if he was drafted or not. Anyway, Marko Simonovic played last year, not that much, but for Chicago. And they had a really great roster, Montenegro, but not as far as good as Greece, that we lost 2 games. But the real test comes with USA right now and the Spain.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit afraid of that test.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Greg. I'm a little nervous too.
Why? You guys will win definitely. You got.
I mean for Slovenia, I'm nervous.
Oh, okay. I feel you that here. Yeah.
Would y'all be surprised though if Slovenia end up blowing out the United States though? Would that surprise you as well though?
Who will blow out who? I'm not sure.
If Slovenia ended up blowing out the United States, would that surprise you?
Would it?
Man, if this is going to happen, I'm traveling to USA and get you a beer.
It probably surprised me.
No.
It wouldn't surprise me if Luka did this because it's against the U.S. If
Yeah,
that was
well,
one of those games where
Like I can see Luka. It's kind of like what you were saying earlier when you were sending me the play-by-play. Like I could see Luka doing what he did today to the U.S., but the U.S. just got so much firepower. It's like Luka can't take on 12 guys by himself. Yeah, you know.
Okay,
that's
this is
reason. Go ahead, Brady. Sorry.
yeah, thank you. This is possible that Luka will have he will bring his A game. This is absolutely possible. Probably he is going to be motivated like 120%. I have absolutely no doubt about it. He will probably play the best defense you could see. Probably. Yeah, he may ended up with 30 points, triple-double. But the problem is that your team, USA, is stacked with the talent. They are super athletic, and we are not. So this is the main problem here. We don't have that much experience, you know. Probably the Slovenian national team would go with the game with a lot of respect, a respect in the way that we will be afraid a little bit for a couple of minutes. If not, I will be surprised. But anyway, this is going to be a friendly game, a friendly tournament. I hope that our team will enjoy the game, also with the USA, also with Spain. And even if we lost by 30, 40, I don't know, this is gaining the experience. But let's be real. You have way much talent, way better team. It's going to be really fun to watch it.
Yeah.
Of course, it's going to be really fun to watch what Luka will do. And
you guys just got to knock down your shots, Greg. If you knock down your shots and Luka goes off, you might have a chance. You just got to make your shot.
This is basketball, yeah. Of course, as we mentioned, Luka is a crazy hell of a player, and if other players sticks with him, like Prepelic he's a sharpshooter, and any other Blažić, you will see. You know Slovenian players, but yeah, it's going to be fun.
Y'all might be underrating Slovenia against the U.S. a little. I'm saying Luka going to play against Jalen Brunson and all that. It's going to be close just because of the rivalry and what Luka wants to happen. I'm telling you, watch. It might come down to a lot of something like that.
I'm seeing so much trash talking, man. I'm seeing so much trash talking, especially on the Dončić Brunson way. As I said before, it's going to be fun.
I don't think it's anybody on Team USA that scares Luka.
No,
that's what he was saying. But like I said, it's not Luka everybody worried about.
Yeah, I know it's everybody.
The rest of the team. It's like look. On top of that, they got size. They got size over there in US. Like who's gonna guard? Who's gonna box out? You know, Triple J and Kessler and them guys. You know what I'm saying?
You are 100% right. That's why you got to make your shots. I said Slovenia has to make.
Oh no, they definitely have to.
They have to make. It has to be one of those games where you're shooting that crazy like 60% from three or something like that. They have to make their shots. That's what has to happen.
It may happen. I don't give it so much chance, but it may happen. You know, as you mentioned before, Prepelic, he is not afraid of anybody. This guy is crazy. Really, he can hit the shots way behind the 3-point line. You know, he looks small, but man, he is big. His physical condition has always been great. You know, he won't give you. He won't back down in front of anybody. So he's the one guy you can count on. Blažić is next one. He had a bad season. He had even an injury. But anyway, even Mike Tobey, you know, he's playing a lot of pick and roll and pick and pop with Luka. So these are the guys I'm counting on the most.
You say something, Cookie?
Nah, man, I don't really. I'm just last thing, the Luka thing. Like he could do it, man. He gonna put up 50. I just get scared, Greg, watching. It's like easy now for Luka to get 30-point triple doubles. It seems like even in overseas now. It's just simple. And
yeah,
I'm like,
that's crazy.
Is that ball dominance? Because I was watching it at halftime and I sent the message to the guys in our group, and it was the picture of Luka had 21, and the next closest guy on the team had 6.
Yeah, like 6. Yeah,
you got by 2, and I'm like, man, is it just becoming too much Luka ball, like the stuff they talk about in the NBA and we get scared of because it's not enough going around, or is that a good thing that Luka's scoring 30-point triple doubles, or because it's less time as well, right? It's only 10-minute quarters, correct?
Yeah, that's right. We have 10 minutes quarters, of course. Yeah, We kind of expected that would Luka be that dominant here, especially at previous season. The Slovenia had 2 players in EuroLeagues. Of course, this is the best European league here. Only Prepelic and Toby played in EuroLeague, once for Valencia, second for Barcelona. Any other guys played the leagues below. That's one thing. I don't think this is the good thing if Luka have all dominant games. We would like to more from other guys, but it's hard to expect, because even the game is all about the Luka, all about what he will do. He's capable of reaching out to other guys with his ridiculous assists. We are running great. The ball is not moving that well that I would be satisfied, but there are like 14 or 15 days left to the real game, so it's going to be okay. The defense is the key for me. We need to stop other scorer. We need to stop that 100 defensive games. This is not going to get a result for us.
No, you're right, Greg. When you said 100, you don't see that a lot in Euro anything. And also too, kind of what King was saying, you don't see a lot of 30-point triple doubles either in Euro basketball. So
easy.
But now you. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my bad. It's okay from the fans' view, but from the critical view, no.
Yeah. No, listen, I agree because we talked about it before, man. With here, we talked about it before we here. We've been kind of critical of him on certain points. We always said there were 3 things we kind of wanted him to work on, which is why King asked you, like, hey, do you like he's working on that? We saw, like you said, the game when he hit the 5 free throws, and after that, I think he shot like 5 for 11 for the rest of the game on free throws.
Yeah.
Kind of chirping with the refs a little bit again. Some of the stuff that we kind of wanted him to work over on the off season. We're hoping that we can see that in the Euro games to kind of give us something to hold on to going into the season. It's like, okay, we see Luka working on that. Because right now we see Luka in the greatest shape he's been probably since the bubble. Right now,
that's right.
Yeah, so that's encouraging. That's why we saw that, and we thought, okay, maybe we see him focusing and working on that. Then maybe he will work on those other things like the free throws and the defense and stuff like that. And I guess, man, it kind of goes back to what King was saying with it being so heavily dependent on Luka on the offensive end. Maybe that's why he's not giving as much on defense, because he is having to do so much on offense because guys like Conchar and Dragic is not there and all that stuff, So that's what kind of trying to go away from this year with the Mavericks. We're hoping that we build a team around him to where it's like you don't have really have that excuse anymore. Now we're gonna need you to play defense because now you got guys who can. They're not heavily dependent on you to get them set up.
If Luka would have made his free throws, bro, he'd have had about 40 points.
Every single game.
That's an easy 40-point triple double over in the year, like the FIBA. Like, that's ridiculous. But I think Kyrie, go with the Mavericks a little bit, go to the Mavericks. I think Kyrie gonna help him a little bit more with some of that stuff, as far as like he got the part he's supposed to take care of, the conditioning down and done, so he can do the stuff with Kyrie. Now it's Kyrie's job of being a leader now. Like, I think he's going to do some of the stuff he wanted to do as being a leader, and I think he's needed for that role. Like, even though Luka's the better player, Kyrie is probably the better leader at this point in his career. Like, I know all that people want to hate me for saying that and all, but I think that's the point of what they want to do. So I think Luka will be fine when he comes over to Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely agree with you that Kyrie is now a better leader, and I even think he should be. He's older, he's experienced more, he's wiser, and if now is the perfect time to move Luka more to defensive end. As you said, Kyrie is here for the second season. They are locked in, and that's it. One more thing, Luka started to practice very soon. Of course, there was no playoffs here. Actually, even when he went to the vacation to Croatia, he practiced there. He had one small gym and a personal trainer also. So that's another sign that he's going to be probably in the best shape as he was before in the bubble. You know? And that's really something to look forward. and I'm really positive about this. It's going to be a different season because
I'm going to get that trainer a work visa to come over here to Dallas.
Yeah, shout out to Meta, man. She kind of mentioned that. She tweeted that today. She was like, they need to find a way. Yeah, she said that. She said they need to find a way to get that guy over here, man.
Get him, Mark Cuban, please get him over to Dallas.
You said Holger?
Contract.
You said Holger King?
You say what?
You said Holger?
Yeah, a Holger. Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
Holger right again. I don't know why. Sign him up. We should have already had him here. I don't know why. Like, that should have been done, but.
Well, this personal trainer of him, his name is Andrzej, he's really great dude. They get along really good. He's actually personal, not personal. He's actually a team physical conditioning coach here in our national team. He's also very young. I think he's like 30 to 35, something like this. So there is no much this years barrier here. So they really get along together.
Yeah, definitely find a way to get him over here, man. Because I'm like, look, we can keep Luka like this, man. I think you touched on it, Greg. I think I see some other people from Slovenia who follow us touch on it.
Yeah, sure.
They were talking about the way like he's moving out there. He looks quicker. You don't see him kind of hunching over as much like he was last year. You can see it. You can see it in his game. Listen, let me ask you a question. Go ahead, we can go into the season with the Mavericks.
Yep.
You seen all the moves the Mavs made this offseason. Do you think we made enough moves to help Luka to succeed this season?
I'm afraid not. I'm a little worried about this center position. I know.
Wait, hold on. You don't want Dwight Powell start? What?
I'm a little bit afraid that these guys from the draft, they're still youngsters. I saw some clips. I do think these are great dudes. This play great game. They're really great assignment, but great assignment for the future, not for now. The experience has to come. And this Sacramento Kings guy, what's his name again?
Rashawn Holmes.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, but I'm not sure that good enough. I was really cheering off for Miles Turner or Clint Capella. I think this is one of the missing parts right now. I was really glad that we signed Seth Curry back again. I think with the type of a player that Luka is, that can find a three-pointer shooter, this is a great opportunity to bring some more made field goals back. Made field goals. Anyway, I'm feeling we are not the best in the center position. With the defense, we will see. But yeah, I'm still missing something. Oh, of course, Grant Williams, great addition, fantastic addition. I almost missed that guy. Yeah. So right now we have Grant Williams with a great defensive game. Mm-hmm. Kyrie that will need a bit more to step up with the leader team, and Luka, he can play his game, but he definitely have to be more on the defensive end. If we collapse this into one great game, maybe we can go further. Definitely, the playoff should be the minimum. But after that, we know what Luka has in the playoff game. This is the whole another Luka again. Yep. And we didn't saw the Kyrie in the playoff with the Mavs uniform. I'm probably expecting this is going to be the best point guard game there.
I can't wait to see it, Greg. Let me ask you this though: you think Luka took it personal that Joker won a championship?
No. He probably he is so happy for him. Luka and Jokic are like best friends out of the court. I would probably say if they would gather together here somewhere in Slovenia or in Serbia, that would probably be the best party ever. Now, these dudes are they're great. I'm sure that Luka is happy for him. Definitely.
Yeah, I didn't think like not like a
not a malicious way.
Yeah, I meant more like a just a personal competition type way. As far as Joker getting a championship before me, we're like the same. We're two white overseas guys. You feel me? That are running the league right now. So I'm just wondering if you think he felt the type of way, like, hey, that's my spot right now. Coming to get you.
Okay. Well, as competitive as Luka is, he probably thinks, okay, Nikola, okay, you earn it, but wait for me, just wait it.
Speaking of which, Greg, do you think this is Luka's year to finally get that MVP?
I think the time is right. I think, he is going into what, sixth season or sixth?
Sixth, yeah.
Yep.
It's going into sixth
season.
Time going by so fast.
Jesus, he's already in his sixth season, man. I feel like he just got in the league maybe 3 years ago.
When did that happen? Really? Yeah. I mean, he is in a great condition. He is in his sixth year. He's got one of the best teams right now around him that he ever was in the NBA.
Right.
He's motivated enough. These are only the 4 reasons. I probably missed a couple of them more. Yeah, I think it's the really great time for now, not only for the MVP, even for the big run in the playoffs. I'm not sure if the team is ready. I'm not sure about that. I'm not saying that. I hope it is, but the time is now.
Yes, it definitely is now. Look,
Yeah.
we can't be sacrificing no more years for Luka, man. Like you said, year 6. Like we gotta start making those moves now, man. You gotta start making those moves now.
Here in Slovenia, we're already talking about the future of the Mavs. We all know Luka. Oh, he won with Slovenian team the 2017 European Championship. He was the MVP of EuroLeague, but that was 5 years ago, 6 years ago. There is now a time to do something in the NBA. Yeah, of course, he is the member of the starting 5 all NBA team and everything, from the rookie of the year and second best scorer on the league. Yeah, these are all the great achievements in the individual side, but in the team side, he needs to do something on the team side, because when his career will be over, the people will remember him if there are some rings.
Yep.
You know what I like about you, Greg? Like, I like the fact that, like, because he is from Slovenia, like, I know a lot of people jump us when we say certain things about Luka, right? And they feel like we're attacking him as a person, right? I like the fact that you can actually be real, and you still love Luka just like any other Slovenian does, but you can also be real and say the things that he needs to work on, which is nothing wrong with that. Every player in NBA history has something they needed to work on. Even the greats like Michael Jordan has something he needed to work on, like he mentioned earlier in the show. Like, I like the fact that you actually, there's certain things that you highlighting, because the one word you've been using this whole time with Luka is defense. That's what we've been saying. But when we bring that up, folks been killing us right for it, because you hating on Luka. It's like, no, he didn't need to play defense. Like, it's not a bad word. We're not saying that he's trash or anything like that. We're just saying, like, yo, it'd be nice if you can pick it up on the defensive end too. That's to add on top of your greatness already.
Because we know he can do it.
We know he can do it. We've seen it. The year we went to the Western Conference Finals, one of the main reasons why Dallas was top 10 in defense is because Luka decided to play defense that year, right? So that's why I say, like, I like the fact, man, that you're pointing out those things. Some of the things that me and King been talking about on the show that we got killed for, for a lot of people from overseas when we said it, because they felt like we were attacking the guy. We're not attacking him. We love Luka. Like I said, we got a jersey on. We love the guy, right? It's just that, certain things that he still needs to work on, and I'm glad that you see that too, man. You point that out, because it's something we've been talking about too.
Sure, of course. Well, the thing is that we all know it. I think even Luka know it, that his defense is not there, And of course, as you mentioned, it's not a bad thing exposing some bad things from the Luka game. If you're exposing some bad games, that means that he can improve.
Yep.
And if he can improve, he didn't reach his peak yet.
Yes.
So NBA should be concerned if Luka is going to start playing defense. But anyway, I think he knows it. And when the time will be right, when the team will gather alongside with him, as we expect next year from the Mavs, even Luka will do something more. With the addition of Grant Williams, I think the Grant Williams can even talk to him about that more. I really do hope that Jason Kidd will, get to the team in the way the team will play more defense than last year. Because last year there was no defense at all, So I can see so many opportunities for another year coming that I cannot tell you how much.
I just got
you're right.
Man, I only got one question left.
Yeah.
Greg, when Luka does win the championship in Dallas, y'all gonna throw him a parade over there?
Man, I can picture it.
That's what I want to know.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking the same question.
Over there at that point when the parade happens, if y'all gonna throw one over there, man.
To throw a parade here in Slovenia or go to parade to Dallas?
No, in Slovenia.
Slovenia for Luka when he returns over there after winning the championship. Are you guys gonna do that?
Man, no, he's going to be crowded probably when he will step down on the plane. No, I mean, we really do appreciate Luka here. He's probably the biggest sports star here in Slovenia. We have some great cyclists here in Slovenia. Tadej Pogačar was the second on the Tour de France. Also, Primož Roglič won the Giro. So we never been the cycling nation of the sport, but right now we are. But besides of that, Luka Dončić is the main star. So there are so many people here in Slovenia that woke up for every single NBA game. You cannot imagine that. Also in the national team here on the Arena Stožice here in Ljubljana, they are not also Slovenian jersey. There are so much Dallas Maverick jersey you cannot imagine. Probably every single kid have some gear of Mavs. Even the older guys, they have jerseys or they have T-shirts. So, and one more thing I want to point out. I was going through the Twitter the last few days, and you guys from America show so much support for our country right now in these difficult times. I mean, this is really something that we cannot thank you enough. This is something really much bigger than everything. The connection between the America and the Slovenia, just because of Luka, this is unimaginable. This is really just some words that you guys spoke through the Twitter and right through the Twitter. This really means a lot. Actually, there were not one, but couple of guys that wanted to contribute with the money. This is unimaginable that some people from America, from states, from so far away, want to help our nation in these difficult guys. I just cannot thank you enough. Really, this is just out of my mind. Really,
a lot of people, man, here feel like Slovenia is like a second home. That's why we don't mind rooting for Slovenia in the FIBAs. It's like like I said, me and King got the gear on, man. We don't mind it, man. Like you said, because that one true connection with Luka. So with Luka, like he's pretty much joined forces between Dallas and Slovenia, man. So it's crazy.
Man,
sorry.
Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. There was actually one poll going on Twitter. Who won the World Cup, and there was like options: USA, Slovenia, Canada, France, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I know there were American people voting for that, and Slovenia was like 40%. What the fuck is going on?
Hey man, it's like you guys say. we don't take these things as serious as we should, probably, because we've seen so many of them. It's like right now, we're rooting for y'all. Like, we want y'all. It's the underdog story right now. So it's like, we hope you can go ahead and get one, man, because I know it'll be or the way you guys speak on it, how big and how major it would be for your country if you guys were to win. So we want you guys to feel that success, that awesomeness that you get from winning that. So that you guys deserve at least one of those, man. Like, Luka can get one of those off of us. So we'll get many more, hopefully, Greg. But you guys should get one, hopefully, man.
Thank you,
and Greg,
thank you.
as much as y'all wear like Mavs stuff down there, we got folks down here to wear Slovenia stuff. So vice versa.
That's
sure.
it. And that's the connection. That's the way.
Greg, you said earlier, Luka, we don't have that many big. He's one of the biggest guys and all that. No, Luka's one of the biggest like athletes in the world right now, man. So you guys got one. And the thing is, we're critical on Luka because I think myself and Rel really believe that Luka Dončić can be the best player in the NBA and one of the best players of all time. That's what we both believe on this show. We stand behind that. So we want Luka to do all that stuff you talk about, the defense, the conditioning, and taking things serious, and stopping all that stuff because we know the potential. We can see it. And like you said, he isn't done yet. So if he does get to that point, we already know.
It's
look out.
Yeah, it's let me put it that way. It shows that you guys, especially you, Real, and you, King, you understand basketball. It's really easy to spot some guy that thinks that know basketball, but you actually know what you're talking about. And, no doubt about this. And Luka can be the best player, of course, but with his defensive end, of course. His mindset is there, but he will have to work on defense, absolutely, to become one of the best, if not the best.
He can be the best. I believe it, Greg. I think he will. I really think he will. I think he will at some point become the best player in the NBA. So y'all get ready.
He's got time. He's got time.
He never do.
Even Michael Jordan was like 28 when he won his first ring.
Yep.
So Luka has 3 more years.
LeBron too. I think Ron was 28 or 27.
Usually around that point. Usually you don't win them young, unless you're like Magic Johnson.
What about Giannis?
Yeah.
Giannis got it. What, 25?
How
old is Giannis now? 20. How old is Giannis?
27 to 28.
He only 27.
Or 28. One of them. I think he got at 25. Didn't he? Didn't he get at 25?
Yeah, he got it. Giannis got it young. That's why Giannis could be so high on the totem pole so far. It depends on the rest of his career. It's just playing it out, getting stats now and all that. See if he can get another one. But Giannis, that dude, he basically done.
But man. I want to go ahead and get to some of these questions and comments. Well, Greg, got to go here in a little bit.
Yeah, let's do it, bro. I don't know if I'm at the top though, so you might have to click. I can read it, but you made to click.
Gotcha. Let's get into these questions and these comments, man. Y'all already know how this goes. If you guys have any questions, any comments, guys, addressing us, please hit us with the WTM in front of your question or your comment, guys. Try to be respectful in the comment section. We're going to take on the super chats first, guys, and then we take on the regular chats next. So any super chats that come in, we'll tackle those first. And, of course, the MVP of the channel, man. We got Coy with the $9.99 dono. He is a Glow Yard member. He says, much love, guys. Just got home from the 214. Hey, man, I forgot you came to Dallas, Coy. He said, I really hope to see Luka play the 3 at some point this season. I believe it will open some doors, especially in the pick and roll. That'd be interesting to see him play the 3. I think he's going to probably guard the 3, but yeah.
I like him to play the 3 a little bit too. I think we got so many guards that'll actually help the offense a little bit more.
And shout out to Wise in the comment section, man, from Blowing Tears. What's good with you, Wise? All right, let's see, King. It's the first one right here.
Okay, yeah, I can't. My first one is Nancy, so I'll read that. Richard, he's a Glow Yard gang member. He says, good evening, everyone. Hopefully our 2 new guys turn out okay. Would rather have Warford, but can't hate on Brown. That's the new signings. I think he's talking about Rel. But we just signed.
Oh, okay. Oh, the dude Texas Tech.
He said Kid is still going to be an issue. LOL. We messed around and have a run and gun team. Hopefully Kid figures out 120 isn't a high score. I don't know how great we will be on defense, but those threes, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Here you go. Another part.
He says 3 or 4 stops you need in a game to win. I think we will get. I believe we are a much smarter team. It's up to Kid. Yeah, it's always up to Kid, Richard.
Definitely up to Kid. Yeah, he's gonna be the key this year, man. And we're not just saying that. He really is gonna be the key. Like if we can get that Jason Kidd his first year, we got a chance. If we get the kid from last year,
no way.
It's gonna be a long season.
To the kids in the first season? What happened to that?
Hey, when you find out, Greg, let us know.
Exactly.
That's how I feel, man. When you find out, let us know. Johnny B, he's a Glow Yard gang member. He says, again, I beat y'all to work. Oh, man, this guy.
Hey, this guy,
always
man.
bragging.
Appreciate you, though, Johnny.
Always, Johnny B.
Dang, King, now see what you be going through. Here we go. Okay, this is what you had. This is what you saw.
Okay, yep, I'm right there. Nancy says, what's up, fella? How are you doing tonight? Doing good, Nancy.
All right, Nancy.
We keep hearing about all these signing noise, but right now I'm more worried about how Jason Kidd is going to use Luka and Kyrie. I don't want to see them standing around again in the corner, and he always seems to keep calling the cold hand to take the shot, whether it was Kyrie or Luka, which made no sense. Why not go with the hot hand? Your thoughts? Again, Jason Kidd.
Theme of the night, Jason Kidd, man. He's definitely going to be the key this year. Like you said, Nancy, that's what I think I said that a couple shows ago, or I said it on the members only show. One of them, I kind of said that about Kidd. I said I don't want to see. I want this offense to be utilized through Luka. You can do it through Luka and Kyrie, like Jason Kidd and Jason Terry and Dirk used to do back in the day, right? With the 2-man game, or Nash and Dirk used to do the 2-man game. We saw the numbers last year when you did put Luka and Kyrie in the 2-man game. We saw the numbers. They were very efficient with it, but they didn't do it enough. And so if you want this offense to flow, you want it to be unpredictable, you got to find a way to get those guys utilized together. Like you said, not just have one of them stand in the corner while the other guy dribble the air at the ball, but find a way to get those guys in motion, get them moving a little bit more, which I think the opening up the offense as far as moving the speed of the game up for them will probably help out the offense a little bit more. But, yeah, I agree with you, Nancy.
You see how awesome it was, though, Rob, to piggyback on that? When they were doing one-on-one ball just between them, how they can just go on runs and keep us in games and stuff like that. Imagine if they played actually with each other. Like, that's the crazy part about it. Like, they could just go on runs, both of them, and say, oh, we were down by like 14 right now. Here goes Kyrie. Here goes Luka. But you're right.
We saw the Philadelphia game.
Yep. Nancy also says, I just want to see a good center this year.
Yeah.
I really don't want to see DP start or play a lot of minutes. Hey, Nancy, I'm with y'all too. I don't want to see DP. He's not my favorite center. That's Greg's favorite center. Because I think that Luka and Kyle will be so pumped this year if they could go deep into the playoffs.
Oh, you got it. Okay, go ahead.
Deep into the playoffs with the right piece. And I don't think they are that far away. I agree, Nancy. I think it's
I do.
Like Greg said.
Yeah, Greg did say. I think everybody's on the same page as far as what we need. We just need that center. Man, me and Keem been screaming this like the last year and a half. We're saying like, yo, we just got to get a center in here, man. Got to get a center in here somehow, some way. Like I'm with you, Nancy. You already know how I feel. I don't want Dwight Powell to even touch the court unless he's walking to the locker room. You know, right. We got to find. I mean, look at all three of the centers. If you're gonna start one, I'd rather start Rashawn Holmes.
Yeah.
You know, until we can get a bone up, or until Lively is ready to start. I want Rashawn Holmes start. I don't want Dwight Powell even to be touch the lineup.
You just don't even want Dwight Powell play. I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't even want to play. Like to be honest with you, I
really like that lineup with the ball. I mean,
he doesn't have to play at all. Like he can be the cheerleader now. He is now Theo Pinson.
Hey, he can be exactly. He can be Theo Pinson. I mean, he can be Theo Pinson for 3 years.
So now Dwight Powell can be Theo Pinson. That's what we need. Div says,
if I may interrupt for a second.
Oh, go ahead.
I actually had an interview here in Slovenia last year with some really basketball legend here in Slovenia, Peter Vilfan. He was actually a world champion with Yugoslavia. And we were talking about the Mavs and what's the biggest problem of the Mavs, and he said the center position. No, and my colleague with the interview said, but what about the Dwight Powell? He's playing well alongside with Luka Dončić and all that stuff. And I was looking at him like, what the fuck are you saying? And this guy that I interviewed, he said, well, Dwight Powell may find some pick and roll and some alley-oop, but that's it for the last 5 seasons.
Last
Man,
5 seasons.
there were games that Dwight Powell played 30 minutes and had 2 points and
Oh my
1
God.
rebound.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yep.
man. I wanted to break down on that interview just to stop my colleague.
Hey, at least we know not just in the USA. Dave says Team USA looks awesome, to be honest, guys. I would be shocked if anyone beats them. Maybe Canada has a chance, but no other team can take them. They are big, fast, and can shoot.
Bro, they are fast, man.
They
did look good. I was like, Jesus. Look, man. You know what? I'm one of them people, man. Like it with basketball nowadays, it's all about fit. I know we grew up, man, with the '92 Dream Team when it's just like, oh, just put a bunch of talent on there and just let it go, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this team, I think this Team USA, it might not have no super duper all stars and math level players, all that stuff on their team. But I mean, they got guys, man, that are very good players. Like Ant is out there balling. You know what I'm saying? You see Jalen Brunson, like you said earlier in the show, he's a leader.
They got a win.
Right.
That's a leader.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was going to say what you were about to say. They have a winner that's a leader leading their team, like Steve Kerr is saying, and he's putting the team together. We miss Jalen Brunson. Sorry again.
Oh man, we miss Jalen Brunson, bro. We talk about that almost every show. I know people getting tired of us bringing it up, but yeah, like I said, man, that's why I wasn't one of them people like when they lost to the 2 scrimmage games or whatever. They be like, oh, hey, they're gonna be trash. It kind of reminded me when Jordan them lost to Grant Hill and them.
Always do that. They always lose to the scrimmage team. It usually always happens.
Yeah. So I mean, I wasn't one of them people like, oh man, they're gonna be trash this year. Like, bro, once you saw that game, they play they young, athletic. They like I said, they're big, they're fast. Like they check all the boxes, man, for as a team, bro. And I'm just like, yo, they're gonna be good, man. They're gonna be good. Like I said, it's gonna be them in Canada. I'm thinking the championship. They can find a way to get there.
May I interrupt again for 30
seconds? Oh yeah, go ahead.
You mentioned the dream team from '92, right?
Yeah.
Here in Slovenia, we are still talking about the dream team when we mention some of the best teams ever. We actually don't have a doubt this was the best team ever. And when we mention now the youngster, the USA team is so stuck up with the talent. They are so great. Anything, man, they didn't saw what Jordan, Pippen, Barkley, and other did to other teams.
And to think about it though, Greg, that wasn't even the best version of the team. The team could have been
because they were young, right?
Well, no, if we could have had
Larry Bird wasn't at his point. If they had really let Isaiah Thomas be on the team,
Isaiah Thomas was left out.
Shaq.
Instead of Christian Laettner, they had Shaq on the team. But that would have been an even. Like I don't even know what that team would have been. It would have been the greatest combination of guys ever.
Ever in any sport.
Like in any sport ever, just like pass an all-star game or anything, like the greatest combination you could ever have.
And whenever we go to Croatia, to Seaside, if we are talking about the basketball, they are so extremely proud, and they should be, that they played in the finals that year against the USA, and they actually led in the first half with the point differential, and then Barkley came and just
Barkley clown.
Yeah, man. Barkley, they let Barkley go off. Barkley was just like,
and a lot of people don't know too. Barkley didn't score in that for that team.
They was like, go ahead, Barkley, you that man. And Barkley was just running because he ran the break. It's that big open ball when you couldn't do anything. It was just go, Barkley, take it to him. But Luke says, what up? Luke says, Slovenia has a really difficult crossover group with Australia and Germany. I would expect Australia to get out of this quarter of the draw. What do you think, Greg?
Yeah, we had a problem with Australia back on the Olympic Games with the Paddy Mills and the other guys. Australia has a great talent also. I think we are better team than Germany right now at this moment, but Australia is the favorite here.
I would agree with the Germany take.
The Germany hosted the European Championship the last time, and it was a big home court advantage. They have Schroeder and any other guys, but I don't think they can stop Luka and the guys.
No Maxi Kleber?
No Maxi Kleber once again. No Maxi Kleber. We know about the fight between the Kleber and Schroeder. We know about it.
Oh man, he know about it too. Jesus.
Brown41 says, do you think Christian will regret not taking the offer the Mavs had on the table during the season last year?
What happened to Wood?
I don't think they even offered anything to
Jason
him.
Kidd. I don't even know if he regrets it because I don't think he wants to play for Jason Kidd. So,
it's like, from our point of view, it's like Jason Kidd absolutely hates Christian Wood for no reason at all.
Larry Sanders? That's what we're saying all over again?
Sound like it.
Dave says, Greg, how confident are you that if a team doubles Luka everywhere on the court and force the ball out of his hand, that the rest of the guys will capitalize on the floor in clutch situations?
That's a good question.
Not that confident.
Ooh.
Yeah,
not that confident. We have some guys. I can see Prepelic here getting the ball. If that happens, and if the other team is in bonus, I would give the ball to Prepelic. Why? Because he can gain the fouls, he can draw the fouls, and he can capitalize it at the free throw lines. His free throws are above 90%.
Ooh, okay.
And if that happens, the other team is in a shitty position. Trust me on that.
Yeah.
Hey, is that the point guard I had, number 4?
He's not. He's more a shooting guard.
Okay, never mind. That's not the guy I'm thinking of.
He's coming out of the bench his whole career. He could easily play in starting 5, but his game is like better starting of the bench.
He's instant offense off the bench.
Yeah.
Yep. Div says Kyrie will have more confidence to speak up now that he has a big contract and doesn't have to worry about getting Luka mad. Luka needs Kyrie to tell him to shut up when he yaps to the refs. Yep. He needs somebody to hold him accountable a little bit. Like, he has to have somebody that he believes in. And I think Kyrie is that guy. I think he respects Kyrie as a champion. So I think Kyrie can kind of tell him, fall back. Frank's a Glow Yard gang member as well. He says for Friday, we should do an emergency mid-season trade for the Mavs. I got a couple trades in mind. That's fine, Frank.
Just bring him on, Frank.
Frank has a nice logo.
Ray says, what up, Glow Yard? What up, Ray?
What up, Ray? What up, man?
Mr. Gucci said, I seen Luka going off in Slovenia. He was moving fast down the court. I was wondering, did they clone Luka? He looked different. He looked much younger, especially with no beard today. He cut the whole face.
Yeah, he looked real young today. I thought it was an old picture at first because somebody posted.
Out there looking young back in the
day. I think Greg, you had posted it. And I was like, was that like an older picture of him or something? Like, but everybody's like, oh no, he cut his beard off. He looking young. I'm like, okay, Luka.
Richard also says Dwight's the only player that doesn't have things to work on. LOL.
Oh man, which is that's crazy.
Leave it alone, bro. Nancy says,
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Jason Kidd coaches to win this year instead of watching the game like the rest of us fans. We don't get paid to watch the game like he did. Oops.
But Nancy, did anybody die though?
Yeah. What was the one press conference that Jason Kidd said he is a watcher too, or he's a fan?
Yeah, he said I'm watching just like you guys.
Yeah, that's
that
right.
one. He had but did anybody die?
Yeah, of course. Oh my God.
I think it was one more he had, like another famous one he had. But yeah, everybody brings it up every time we do a show. It's like, but did anybody die though?
If he would say that in Europe in the press conference, he would be fired right away.
Oh man.
G2 says, yo, King, can you pull up the graphic of Luka's record against Orlando at Orlando's arena? Has he won a game over there?
I was actually wondering what's that with Orlando game.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Oh, I don't know. You know, it's something going on with Orlando over there, but I'm just thinking in general. I don't think Luka beats Orlando like that in Orlando.
I actually was in front of that arena, Orlando, when I was in States.
Nice.
They actually opened it up the store for me in front of the arena, just for me, because I was way early.
Bragging and showing up. Did you go to Disney World too, Greg?
No, I did not. I only stayed with my partner for 2 or 3 days there, and then we went to Florida, to Miami, and also to New York. Anyway, that's the other story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I always take that drive to Miami when I go to Orlando.
I love Miami, man.
Yeah, Div says the last minutes of the game, Kai needs to tell the team it's Luka's team, but I'm here if you need me for a big shot. But you need to take this to the next level, and I'm here for this to support like D Wade. Yes, Div. He needs to be Luka's D Wade right now. That is an excellent point.
I think he will be.
Yep, and D Wade had already had one before LeBron. Is that what you said happened? Okay. Luke said Luka looking baby faced and lean at the moment. Where do Mavs need to finish for Luka to be MVP?
Good question.
Top three.
Maybe top 3.
I'm gonna say top.
Greg said 3 or 2. Yeah, so yeah, top 3.
You don't have to be top 3 because you know how they played with 4 before. They were like, oh, he 4, top 3. You gotta be top 3 seed.
Yeah, we had 4 that year Jokic won.
Jokic won. Yep. Johnny B says J Kidd is not the right coach for this team. You may be right.
Find out.
Greg, what do you think of the Dwight Powell signing for 3 years? Does it remind you of the McGee 3-year deal mistake?
Definitely not the right move. I don't think that DePaul is some great adjustment to this team. I do think he's a great person. That he is nice person. I think we all agree on that. But this is not the case for winning the championship. You know, you have to be a bad guy too to win a championship. You know. Anyway, I was just wanted to share my thought about the previous question. That the Jason Kidd is not the right coach for this team. Well, maybe he is, but we need the Jason Kidd for the very first season.
That's what I said. We'll see. We'll find out.
I always say that.
Yeah.
Luke says
this is a year though, Greg. He got to get it done this year.
Yes. Luke says, do you see Maxey and Grant playing a lot together this season as the 4 and the 5s? I hope not. I hope Maxey isn't playing a lot of 5 this year. You know, my brother actually said to me, the Heat fan, that they don't want Bam playing a lot of 5 anymore. They're trying to find a 5 so they can move Bam down to the 4 because they feel like that might be getting him beat up because he's undersized.
Ooh, that's a great take because
that's an interesting take, bro.
They'd rather have a guy beside him now and move him to a power forward.
So that means the guy got to be able to stretch the floor.
The guy got to be able to, whoever the center is, that's
like what's the boy name, man?
Like a Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, because he can offset his defensive efficiencies. I was gonna say like a Brook Lopez.
Yeah, Brook Lopez would work too. Something
like that. Yeah, something like that.
When he said that about Bam, I was like, oh, y'all thinking about it? Okay.
That's crazy.
Maxey. It's the reason Maxey really his career. Maxey's been beat up and has taken time off his career from playing the 5, from taking up the slack for DP. Real tough.
What? What are you saying?
It's what it is. The reason why Maxey is as he is right now, he's been beat up because he has to play the 5. He has to play in the place of DP and KP. Neither one of those guys wanted to be the 5. So that took away some of Maxey's career. I guess that's why they gave him a 3-year contract. Appreciate you, Maxey. But yeah, man, I hope Maxey isn't playing a lot of the 5 this year. I hope not.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting this year, man. We got a lot of questions, and I think a lot of people just want to see it, see it on the court to kind of get an idea of what's gonna happen here, man. We guessing a lot right now.
Yep. What up, Harold? He says Siakam trade.
Man.
Hopefully Capella comes to Dallas. Yeah, I think if Siakam gets traded, Dallas should be in that trade. They should be. Cross your fingers.
Yeah. Matter of fact, they said what they say. I think they said that the trades, the talks are going back on now. They're back on.
Yeah. They just gave an offer and they turned it down, but it's back on though. Richard says at $4 million, I will be on Dwight's fan club if he is our Udonis. Yeah, so I said.
If he's, I'm talking about, and I'm not saying Udonis as in like he the oldest guy here type thing. I'm talking about if he's Udonis, I mean he's not playing.
Oh, I gotta look at the next one. I'm sorry, I'm already looking at the next one. I see your boy Johnny B. He giving me love. Finally, man. King Brunson looks incredible for Team USA. We really let him walk for nothing. We tried to tell you.
Tried to tell you, Johnny. Tried to tell you, man.
I'm glad you did it.
That's all Steve Kerr been talking about, man. Is Jalen Brunson, man.
Oh, we had
Jalen Brunson is only going to get better and better and better.
You remember, Ro, when I told you Jalen Brunson is a player I can see winning the 3-level championships? Well, he can be a.
Yep. No, I remember that was the thing we kept trying to tell the Glow Yard when they was like, "Ah, get rid of him, let him go, and all that. He ain't worth it." And it was like, man, look, this dude done got better in every level he played
winner,
in, man.
He's
He's
a
winner.
college guy,
Like,
a gold medal guy, and probably an NBA champion guy. That's
no, high school too. He won in high school.
Yep, in high school.
Oh, yeah.
High school, college. Like I said, could win the gold this year. Good. Man, if he get the right team in New York, that's what Freezy and I'm talking about today, but get the right team in New York. It could do something in New York, but yeah.
Even if it's not in New York, by the end of his career, so he'll be he's a championship level player. How about I say that?
Yeah.
If you want to go else at the end or something like that, just win one, he should get one.
Yeah.
Richard says, been watching them MJ and Bird highlights. They really were just better than everyone else. Amen. I want to know Bird's opinion on Luka so bad. Rayon says, Luka's dad is Serbian. I think you think Serbia could compete against the U.S. with Luka and Jokic and the over VIX. LOL. Is that to you, I guess, Greg? You said that you think they could. I think if you put Luka and Joker together with a bunch of guys, I think they could compete against the U.S. If they could play most of the game in 10-minute quarters. I think they could.
Yeah. First of all, Luka's dad is not Serbian.
Tell him.
That's first, a lot of people think here that Luka's father is Serbian, but he is actually born Slovenian. He lived in Slovenia whole his life. He played in Slovenia a lot of his career, but yeah, his parents were Serbian. Actually, his father, I think, was Serbian. Mother was still a Slovenian. Anyway, this is a big conversation going on here because also some of the folks here said that Luka is Serbian also. Anyway, that's another question. If Serbia could compete against the USA, what's the problem of the USA then? That it's not only Luka and Jokic. There are a bunch of other guys, Bogdanovic, and the other Bogdanovic, Šarić, and some playmakers that are going from Europe now to NBA, Vasilije Micic. This is such a great point guard. The ex-Yugoslavia is stacked with the talent. Confident, 100% confident that the old Yugoslavia will exist, that USA and Yugoslavia will be in the finals of every single World Cup. I have absolutely no doubt about it.
How far are you guys from Serbia, Greg?
We are like, I know you have miles there, but we have the kilometers, so approximately 500 kilometers to the east. Like 700 miles, something like that. No. Sorry. My bad. 350 miles.
Yes, the opposite way, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah. Something like that. We have
so it's like Dallas to like almost like Houston or something.
Yeah, it's not too far.
A little past Houston.
From Ljubljana to Belgrade, the capital of Serbia, is like 5-6 hours of
driving.
Yeah,
that's
driving.
Not bad at all.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad for you guys. For us, it's like the whole day. It's different.
Saeed says, "How did Luka get worse at free throws? Though he looked in great shape and dominant as usual with those free throws. Man, that's all mental.
It's all mental. I was noticing one thing. He started great every game. He started great, and then he starts to talk with the referees. That's the same old story again and again. And actually, when he misses first one, the second and third and the fourth are way off.
Yep. When he gets in the groove, he's in the groove. When he's off, he's off. Luke says, should NBA change the All-Star game to be U.S. versus World? World team could be Luka, SGA, Wiggins, Giannis, and Joker. It would be incredible to watch.
I heard that rumor kind of going out that they were thinking about doing something like that.
But don't you have to? So, what happens if you don't have enough All-Stars to fit a team? That's my only. Like, would it not be All-Stars anymore?
But I think we could manage to work on this. I think we could find some players. I think the NBA All-Star game would be viewed even much more than it is right now.
I believe it would.
It would. I think it would. Awesome. I just don't know how you can get the whole team to be like having a bench and all that with everybody every year. Because like Wiggins,
I would have to look at all the
you
players
put
in the
Wiggins in
league.
there right now, and Wiggins wasn't an All-Star again this year.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, like to get the whole team, it would be difficult.
Yeah.
They can have like an event though. They should have something at All-Star Weekend where maybe they play each other like a little like 3-on-3 or 5-on-5 or something like that. Like that'd be cool.
Yeah.
G2 also says, "Man, I guess I was playing 5D chess. My last message was a Kevin Brown reference."
Oh, it's that's the dude we got.
As the I got you. The graphic of Luka's record against Orlando at Orlando's arena. I got you, G2. Man, I don't even want to talk about that, G2, man. It's crazy that we getting PR right now for our Orioles, and then it's about this Kevin Brown nonsense, man.
Oh,
close.
Guys, I just want to let you know I got like 5 minutes left, unfortunately.
Okay, whenever you're ready, Greg, just let us know. You can always hop off. There's no problem. Saeed says, would you like to see Luka play more 3-4 this year now that we have Kyrie that is capable of running the offense too? I'd like to see him play some 3, not at all.
Not 4, but maybe a little bit of 3
at times to get somebody else to be a guard in a situation like we said, because we're kind of low at threes right now. It'd be nice if Luka could play some 3 at some time.
Yeah, some time to times, of course. Yeah, they can change the places, of course, because Luka is offensive threat anywhere on the floor. So, but he's most dominant with the ball. But as Kyrie is, so they can manage to do that.
Rion says, "Who's that Slovenian kid at Real Madrid? We need to get Luka some help on the national team."
There are a bunch of them actually at Real Madrid's jerseys. As mentioned before, Videa was in Real Madrid. Urban Klaužar was. Actually, there were a couple of more, but didn't succeed after that. So, yeah.
Johnny B says, this will be the last 2. Johnny B says, if Canada wins FIBA, Powell will get a gold medal, and that will guarantee him a starting center position.
Oh, my God.
They be having Powell in the graphic, though. You see him, bro, when they show the Canadian team? I'll be on the graphic, yep. Dave says the NBA should do the division setup like the NHL All-Star Game. You get a round robin of games from each division, and they play each other one game, and that team that wins out wins All-Star Game. They got to do something. Dude.
Yeah, they got to do something to make it interesting, man.
They got to do All-Star Games for every sport. They got to change them up.
I agree.
Why not have the WNBA and the NBA play each other, or have them and like mix up for the All-Star?
Mixing up, yeah.
Or mix them up, put them like in the same pot that they do as far as drafting guys. Draft the NBA players and the NBA players together.
I agree. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it for us tonight, man. We definitely appreciate everybody rocking with us, man, for a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs. Listen, guys, if you're brand new to the channel, you're into Dallas Maverick content, you guys already know what to do, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. Of course, we got more on the way. We got another guest here on Saturday for you guys at 10:30 a.m. And of course, we have a show with the Glow Yard members. You already know how that goes. This will also be up on podcast form tonight, guys. So we definitely hope you guys look forward to that. Also, too, guys, if you want to follow us on all of our socials, we have a link down below to every last one of our socials, guys. We also have Greg's information down in the description box below, too, guys. You want to follow him on there. You want to click on that, huh? Hey, I was tripping out on the picture. I was tripping on this picture because they hadn't won a game since trade deadline.
Who?
The Angels.
Oh yeah, the Angels been. Bro, they gonna lose Ohtani for nothing. They are fools. Fools. But go ahead, man.
But yeah, here's Greg information. Y'all can follow him on Greg's Court, guys, on YouTube, man. Great follow, guys. Please follow him on Greg's Court on YouTube.
Sure. Yes. Sir.
But yeah, Greg, anything you want to add, man, before we go?
I do want to thank again for this opportunity to host me, guys. It's really nice to talking to you as always and share the thoughts, information, and thank you, you too. You know, I'm answering to this comment now. Nice to hear that. Nice to read this. So yeah, really appreciate it.
Greg joined at 5:30 in the morning, guys.
Yeah, We
But
definitely
yeah,
appreciate
this is actually usual for me in the NBA season. You know.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
No,
But yeah, man.
it's not that kind of a problem. Really, it's not, because right now in approximately 5 minutes, my kid will wake up and we will go to kindergarten. I will go to my job, and that's it. Hope for you guys.
We all have life.
Yeah, of course.
Such is life, man. Such is life.
Yep.
But yeah, man. Listen, guys, we definitely appreciate y'all, man. We will be back here for the Glow Yard members. We'll be back on Friday. For everybody else, we'll be back here Saturday with a special guest. We definitely appreciate everybody rocking with us, man, for another episode of We Talk Mavs, where we talk Dallas Mavericks from a fan's perspective. It is your boy Real. I got my boy King. Got our guest Greg. We'll be back here again, guys. Same Mav time, same Mav channel. Go Mavs.
Yes, sir.
And we
Slovenia.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Got the Luka.
Yeah.